the Atlanta killings. 8 people died, 6 Asian women. They are now trying to paint it as though it was not a hate crime, even though we have spent the past year, more than a year, hearing the former despot Trump rage against Asian people by virtue of the fact of calling the coronavirus the Chinese flu, the Chinese virus, and all these different things. And of course, we've seen the number of hate crimes rise so much in the Asian community. At one point, I believe it's black people are the number one for hate crimes, then Jewish people, and now Asians. And now, of course, this has been 6 women who were killed. They're trying to now spin it as though it was around sexuality because he felt like he wanted to just rid the world of sexual sin. But what people don't realize is that the fetishism that goes on around Asian women is tied into racism. Because there are lots of strip clubs in Atlanta. He could have stopped by any strip club and killed up a bunch of women that were black or white. Why did he go to places where Asian women are? Well, I think, it plays a part in xenophobia, racism, and also misogyny. But it is a hate crime, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you just did my whole show opening from last night. That's exactly, you are 100% correct, because he didn't, first of all, it is a hate crime, even if it's, even by gender, it is a hate crime under the laws, the 2000 law that was established in Georgia. And he didn't, so here's what people are not understanding, and this is why it is a hate crime and it's racism, because he saw these women as standing in the way, right, of his purity as a Christian. So he had to get rid of them. And in order to get rid of them, he had to see them as objects, as something else, as a hindrance to his Christian purity. And that he could snuff them out. He didn't see them as human. That he could snuff them out and kill them, and it would not hinder his getting into heaven or hinder his journey into being the perfect sort of white Christian. And so I spoke to a psychologist last night about it, and the psychologist explained it. He said, she said, there's no way to say that this is not. All you have to do is look at, if you know about racism, if you know how people operate, if you know how the psyche works, and you know what people will do when it comes to religion, then of course it's a hate crime. And of course it's racism. He didn't go to a white strip club or a white spa or a black strip club and a black spa. Bevy, you and I know Atlanta.
Okay.
You can find any kind of strip club, any kind of sex club, any kind of spa from any different ethnicity, all within the same, not even block, within feet of each other.
Sure.
Am I wrong? So
amen.
There you
That's
go.
why it's a party place. So it's a okay.
Why? He was fetishizing Asian women. That's what he was saying, because that was his temptation. Hello.
That was his
Hello, everybody.
And because this has been done to Asian women for centuries.